Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we've got some new details to look at surrounding the missing Princess IKZ mystery, which is like the Mount Chiliad mystery of Red Dead Redemption 2. It is gone unsolved, but since the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC, we have been able to find out a lot about this missing princess. And to give you guys a quick summary, the first thing we know is that her character model is actually in the game. You're looking at her right now. And also, the way you spawn her in, her character model begins with CS, which means that she was going to be in a cutscene in some way, shape, or form. And we also know that there was apparently supposed to be a series of missions involving her, as there's text dialogue saying to take her to the Annesburg sheriff. So we know that there was going to be some sort of mission with her that involved a cutscene and bringing her to the sheriff for some type of either reward or finding her. However, as you guys know, even with the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PC, and even though we can see her in-game model, there's no official quest or storyline for the princess, which to me indicates that Rockstar just never got around to finishing this quest line, but ended up leaving her mysterious missing poster at the Van Horn Saloon in there just to add an element of mystique to her story. However, there's been quite a few updates since we last talked about the princess, including some hidden audio that has actually been found. And I first saw this posted about 3 weeks ago by a user Alive Local on the Red Dead Mysteries subreddit. And what you're about to listen to is a man saying a girl with a birthmark on her face was acting strange. Something about her, the way she speaks. Take a listen to this right here.
That girl with the birthmark on her face was acting strange. Something about her. The way she speaks.
So that's the audio clip right there. And many people were also wondering, who does this come from? Who is saying this line? Now, I first thought that this was the crazy scientist in Annesburg, Malcolm McIntosh, the guy who's like trying to sell you a book near the train station. If you've ever fast traveled to Annesburg, you'll surely have heard this guy like ranting and raving right out in front of the gun store across from the train tracks. So at first I thought it was him, but the more investigating I did, it's very likely that this is actually the Van Horn Fence, which is the store clerk there. Which would make sense because he talks about the princess on other occasions as well. And as you guys see in the gameplay footage, there are like Princess IKZ stuff all over his shop. Whether it's children's toys or the big chest with the IKZ logo on the side. So more likely than not, I believe this is the Van Horn Fence actually saying these lines of dialogue. And if this mission was actually kept in the game where we could find and investigate the princess's story, I feel like he would be involved in some way, shape, or form. He's always been really suspicious about the princess and the fact that, like I said, he has all this gear from her, and he's in the same town in which the wanted poster is located. So I feel like there's like a big triangle here that would connect all two of those or three of those characters together. So that's the first line of dialogue that I found to be pretty interesting. That's actually hidden in the files of the game. The next line of dialogue isn't hidden at all. In fact, you hear it in Red Dead Online, right when you're about to do the opening quest for the Trader series in the game. And this will actually come from Cripps, the guy who helps you set up your camp and your trader business. This is what he has to say.
She claimed to be royalty, but had a head the size of a pumpkin.
It must have been really something.
You made it, huh? Follow me. Now, like I said in my letter, we are going into business. I've been breaking down animals since I was knee-high to a splinter. And I worked as a tanner up in Wisconsin back in the 60s.
It's a very long story.
So I've got 3 words for you. Cripps Trading Company. Pristine pelts and animal parts for bulk sale. I know the market's there. All I need is a partner. So I'm thinking you source the materials. Skins, plumes, horns, and the like. I'll clean them and prep them. Then you go out and make the sale. Hell, we might even eat well out of this for once, too. Wouldn't that be nice? Why are you still here with us?
Your provisions, Mr. Cripps.
Yeah. All right. Pack the rest on there, will you? Now, with any opportunity comes risk. competitors, thieves, me losing interest in the whole idea. But if we combine our talents, we'll be unstoppable. Now, I will require an initial modest investment, of course, startup costs and such like, but you'll recoup that as fast as you can say, "Hey, Cripps, you handsome genius." So how about it? Are you in? Oh, I forgot. Not much in the coffers right now, is there? No problem to pay me later. You know where to find me.
So Rockstar wasn't hiding that at all. He said she claims to be royalty, but also had the head of a size of a pumpkin. So that is funny that Cripps ended up saying that. He has a very colorful vocabulary, let's just say that. And I would imagine that Cripps has actually run into the princess at some point in time. So I've actually got a couple of different theories for this. The first is that Rockstar is just simply trolling the community here. They know how invested that people are into finding the princess, and if they said something like that, they knew it would get the wheels turning a little bit more. But also, Rockstar has a history of sort of trolling like this. Going back to Grand Theft Auto Online, before the original Heist update came out, remember, fans were clamoring for that sort of DLC for years, and Rockstar was kind of radio silent when it came to announcing that. However, they included this small little snippet between Lester Crest and our online character that sort of sounded like Rockstar was making fun of the online player base.
So, I know you've been complaining, but you weren't ready. Now, maybe, just maybe you are ready to do real work. I mean, are you interested? Because if you are, I have a few things, coming down the wire soonish. If you want, I'll contact you. But don't let me down on this. I'm putting my neck on the line, and I like my neck. It's my best feature. Aside from my sparkling conversation.
So Lester said there, "I know you've been waiting, but you weren't ready." Obviously referring to the fact that players have been clamoring for the Heist update for a long time, and then sort of making the excuse that just we weren't ready. So Rockstar does have a history of doing stuff like that, especially in their online updates and cutscenes. So it wouldn't be surprising if they did the exact same thing here. That's my first theory. The second theory is that Cripps has legitimately run into the princess. And that would be so perfect for Cripps because he's this like man of mystery guy that's, traveled the world and done X, Y, and Z. So it wouldn't be shocking if he just added to his portfolio, ran into missing princess from, years ago. It would also be perfectly fitting of Cripps to not tell anyone or not bring her to the authorities. Maybe he didn't even know that she was missing, which would have made it even more perfect that he ran into her and then didn't alert anyone that she was actually the princess. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. Again, Cripps is a hysterical, odd character. So it wouldn't really be shocking if, he did run into the princess and just didn't say anything at all. And then she became missing altogether again. Now, the last thing we're going to be talking about in this video today is a very interesting find that a user on the Red Dead Mystery subreddit, MaxG1257, discovered the other day. He found what appears to be a set of golden lions found in the Saint Denis mayor's house. And in case you guys are wondering why these golden lions might have some significance, golden lions appear on the Luxembourg coat of arms. And that is the same coat of arms that can be found on the IKZ chest found in the Van Horn fence. And there's also a bust of a young child resembling IKZ in the dining room. And across the room is a portrait of a royal woman that bears a resemblance to IKZ's character model. And this is just a theory, but this could support the idea that the mayor or someone involved with the mayor is responsible for the missing princess. And you could also throw in a theory that Bronte kidnapped her as well and could have sold her to the mayor. And we know that Angelo Bronte is in the market of kidnapping people because he did the same thing to Jack Marston when he ended up buying him from the Braithwaites right at the end of Chapter 3 and before Chapter 4. So just something interesting to leave you guys with as we end today's video. Do you think either the mayor of Saint Denis or someone like Angelo Bronte could be responsible for IKZ's disappearance, or the reason she's ultimately missing. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.